You've probably seen people argue about what's the best shonen anime or seinen anime. Some One Piece fans would intervene saying that One Piece is the best, and then he'll get clapped by others because One Piece is not a seinen anime. It's not his fault. Most of the weebs don't know the difference between each genre. However, those who actually know the difference act like they know everything. They would probably bully you or look down on you for not knowing something so basic. Well, guess what? It's not basic general knowledge. Don't worry though, we gotcha. We're gonna explain the difference between different anime genres, so next time you'll also get to look down on fans who don't know the basic difference. First of all, we have KODOMOMUKE. You probably haven't heard of the genre because this one defines the anime that are made for children. Not the grown-ups who act like children, but real children under the age of 12. Some of the popular anime of this genre include the Pokemon series, Doraemon, Beyblade series, and all other cartoons you loved during your childhood. They usually have action, adventure, and comedy. They teach kids about values and morals in life to become a better person. They don't have a very strong story, but more like small side stories. Now you must be thinking that all these boxes are also checked by One Piece, so why isn't One Piece a kid's show? Well, you have to find out yourself by watching 1,100 episodes. Also, no kid's show has fan service, so One Piece clearly isn't one of them. Unlike Vinland Saga or Attack on Titan, this genre doesn't show the reality and the cruelty of this world. The anime of this genre makes sure that the kids live in their own world of Delulu. Still, we all know how popular the Pokemon series is. So commercially, they achieve what many producers dream to achieve. Even after Eren rumbled 80% of the population, the fans of Pokemon and Doraemon still exist. So they're more like a childhood phase now, especially for the 90s and 2000s kids like me. Now then, the genre with the most fan base. The genre with the most high-rated anime is Shonen. The literal meaning of this word is boy. If you like Naruto or One Piece, it means you like Shonen, which ultimately means you like boys. You gel to all the fallen bros. Shonen anime have a central male protagonist. Sometimes the MC is a female, but that's quite rare. Shonen basically has ambitious protagonists who are ready to go against the world to fulfill their dreams. Some of the top shonen anime include Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, Attack on Titan, Hunter x Hunter, and Full Metal Alchemist. It has further subcategories like adventure, action, drama, and even comedy, because Gintama is also a shonen anime. If you're a teenager, there's a high chance this genre will be your favorite. If you want to see how popular the genre is now, you can see the Jujutsu Kaisen fanbase. The fanbase that's becoming like the My Hero Academia fanbase with every passing second. Before anyone writes that no lube comment below, let's move on. The next genre is for the 18+ audience. I know what you're thinking right now, but that's not what we're talking about. Seinen is also like shonen, but with a more intense story that isn't very appealing to teenagers. Seinen manga include Berserk, Vagabond, Vinland Saga, Monster, and Kaguya-sama. Now you must be thinking that there's an imposter here, but don't worry, we'll get to this part as well. Attack on Titan's also not a seinen despite it being unsuitable for kids' brains. Seinen's basically shonen but with no restrictions or limits. It can show the full plot and fill the show with fan service, or cover psychological, gore, and violence type topics. This should already be clear after the mention of names like Berserk or Monster. If you haven't watched Monster yet, please do. Otherwise, Johan might come for you. Also, if you want to change your perspective on life, Vinland Saga is the best anime for that. You can tell a Peakland Saga fan that this anime is trash, and they will just smile and ignore you, because they have no enemies. Thorfinn's character development is so good that we'll prepare another separate video to talk about it. This anime has a great story, great characters, a great animation, and of course, a great fanbase. Another seinen that has one of the best, if not the best protagonist of all time is Code Geass. Before some mentally challenged people start comparing Attack on Titan and Code Geass, keep in mind that both have different dreams, goals, and different scenarios. Lelouch wanted world peace, and Lelouch succeeded. Eren knew that peace is short-lived, so he wanted a short-lived peace for his friends, and he succeeded. Both have the best ending. However, Code Geass gives you what you want, while Attack on Titan shows you what will happen regardless of what you want. Watch both, then watch Vinland Saga. You won't need a fourth anime. However, given how popular they are, people might get irritated and lose interest in the story. It happens a lot. Moving on to shoujo manga or shoujo anime, shoujo means young girls, so it's basically made for the teenage female audience. However, there's tons of male anime fans who like shoujo too. Some may disagree, because the stigma they feel inside them doesn't allow them to confess that love stories are peak. Shoujo anime often has a female lead, and the story revolves around her. Some of the popular shoujo anime include Fruits Basket, Violet Evergarden, and Maid-sama. Fruits Basket's really popular, so you probably heard about it. However, if you haven't watched Violet Evergarden, you're missing out on a lot. Once you watch it, you will only be left with one question: why isn't it more popular? This might get some hate, but Violet Evergarden is so much better than Fruits Basket. Maid-sama is also very popular, and it's a very fun and cute show to watch. No matter how hard you work, Uzui will always be better than ya. Shoujo includes some trash subgenres, so it's better to avoid going deep into this territory. Many of the anime or manga fans may not have heard about it, because it has a small fan base. You must have heard of Bunny Drop or Chihaya Furu, the two most popular anime of this genre. Wait, you haven't heard about them? That's just how small the fan base really is. The reason why this category doesn't have many fans is because it contains some cancerous subgenres. JOSEI basically revolves around romance and targets adult females. But the romance is more like lock and lock, or key and key, instead of lock and key. So, without wasting time in this genre, let's move on. What if we tell you that the 5 genres we talked about aren't actually genres? They're basically demographics. These 5 are the main demographics, and it depends on the author which audience he wants to target with his story. Kaguya-sama being in the same category as Berserk or Monster should be enough to show that demographics don't matter that much. These wannabe elite weebs make a big deal out of it so they can act superior and more knowledgeable. These are the same people who think Dubai is a country. Sorry to bring up Attack on Titan again, but despite having all the seinen elements, Isayama published it in Shonen magazine, because by the time the story entered the seinen category, his views also jumped up the category. If he added to the seinen right from the start, it might have given up some spoilers about where the story was heading. So if these 5 are demographics and not genres, then what are the genres? Slice of life, action, comedy, psychological, fantasy, romance, and of course, ecchi are the genres. It doesn't matter what the demographic is, because the people have preferences based on genres. When people argue about what the best shonen or seinen anime is, they're just showing their acoustic side. You can like any genre no matter what your age group is, as long as you're not into lolly stuff. Recently, the most popular genre is Isekai, because every loser dreams of waking up in a world where he gets handed everything on a plate. Dreaming is good though, as long as you aren't relying on that dream. Isekai became popular after Sword Art Online because it made sense that a gamer gets trapped inside a game world. A very appealing plot, but hey, if you're into vending machines, you have those stories too. Get hit by Truck-kun and you can reincarnate as anything. A vending machine, a soda bottle, a goblin stick, and even a sword. So what's your favorite? Among all these genres, which one's your favorite? Usually preferences change every month. One month you could be binging Blue Lock and Haikyuu, and the next you're binging Your Lie in April, A Silent Voice, and Attack on Titan. What's the genre you're into right now, apart from ecchi?